What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol IPOF for social capital Hedosophia. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Huge move to the upside on today's session, really in the last hour and a half of the day. You can see that here on the 30-minute, and it's largely due to the speculation of, again, just speculators. It's really not company-specific news, but that this, of course, is a SPAC, right? So special purpose acquisition company, and it's rumored, at least this is what's trending around on social media, again, big asterisk here because this is not confirmed by the company itself, that this may be the SPAC that takes Discord public, okay? So that would be huge news if that were to ultimately be true, and that's what's kind of, again, trending and people are speculating. That's the reason for the upside today. So regardless of that fact, what are we going to do about this price action in front of us? Let's scrunch up the chart here. What I would first point out is that we're coming into sort of the top of, you could look at this range two ways. You could say this is the range, noting that this was shy, this was kind of there, and today's topped out here, right at that prior resistance, or you could say that this is the range, and this is the first daily candle close outside of it, just below a daily area of resistance, right? So either way, we're looking for long continuation, especially noting the volume down below, right? We're basically looking for a momentum play to the upside. So the next, question that would be begged would of course be, what's that next area of resistance? What's the next target? I would say here at and around 1120. Prior area of support, then turn to resistance, so a technically respected level. After that, we have this shelf of resistance at 1225. So let me talk about a couple of scenarios here, because what you'll notice if I flip on the extended hour session is that we technically did see a bit of continuation into the after hours. So I'll go ahead and throw on the after hours high here at 1095, and then we'll scrunch up the daily to talk about scenarios, okay? So scenario number one, this would be the most bullish scenario, would be if we open here and obviously just make the move higher. That's, by far the most bullish thing that could potentially happen. The second most bullish thing that could happen, and this is really, where trade ideas start to be formed, is that, we could put in some consolidation here and just fill the gap underneath, put the consolidation in. That's also incredibly bullish, because what it's telling us is that this is now fair value and it's not wanting to explore prices back down inside where this high volume sort of node is, where all of this price acceptance was. We're building a new building block in the upward direction, right? So you can think of that as scenario number two, the most bullish. A breakout up and over 1095 puts into play that 1121. But as we know, and in my estimation, the real trade here in my opinion would be, okay, can we confirm upside up and over 1080? So that would be your consolidation here. If so, a bull flag or some sort of bullish pattern underneath 1121 opens the door up into 1225. Notice how this trade here is much more attractive than just looking for this to break into here. So to me, this is really what you want to be paying attention to. Again, you don't want to try to pick up a penny here and walk over $1, which would be the trade up to here. Quite literally about $1 trade there, and really only a 10, 15-ish cent trade. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. About a 20-cent trade, right? From here to here. All right, got to get my math skills in check. Regardless, that's how I'm thinking about upside. The third scenario to watch out for would be, okay, we open here but fall back down into range. I would watch out for 1046 to be the must-hold area, right? Basically, big resistance from in the past. It would be a break and retest. Watch for it to hold as support. Bullish consolidation can continue, right? Noting that this would start to turn into a bull flag. And again, those upside targets are in play eventually back up and over 1080. If we take out 1046, right, that's where all bets are off. I would not want to be involved in this. Basically, we would expect a rotation to the bottom end of the overall range, the range being defined as this right here, closer to $10, nice and even, all right? So those are the three or four, I think, scenarios that we covered. That's what I'll be watching out for here inside of IPOF. Ultimately, if the company does come out and publicly announce that this is for Discord, I can only imagine that the stock would just boom straight up into some of these overhead targets that we have laid out. That's really going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.